in this particular instance, what's very important is that there's a group of whistleblowers who have worked directly on these retrieval programs and in other areas. And for example, that particular footage of this egg-shaped object, which they are saying is non-human extraterrestrial. We know that there are definitely small extraterrestrial life forms that are on the order of a couple to 3.5 feet tall that travel in these very pearlescent, it's not just white paint. When you said pearlescent craft, it's a very unusual material. And they're not very big, 20, 25 feet across. But if you're only 3 feet tall or something, that's a nice, it'd be like me being in a 40-foot diameter disc because I'm 6'4". So I think that we know that is a type of NHI craft or ET craft. Now, where it gets a little confusing is that in the show, they said this is like the one captured by the Navy pilots that was white. That craft was from the Lockheed Skunk Works and man-made. So remember, you're going to have craft that are non-human, and then there are the copycats, the facsimiles. And those have been created on purpose because they can engage in deceptive operations or false flag operations with those man-made craft that look indistinguishable at this point from a non-human NHI ET craft. So I'm giving all of you this information as perspective as we go through and unpack what was astute, who knows the material, people like Michael Schratt and others that have studied the man-made retrievals versus the extraterrestrial ones. And just as Jake said, often you'll be on a retrieval of an advanced technology, anti-grav out of the Lockheed Skunk Works or Northrop Grumman or Raytheon. And when those go bad and they have malfunctions, there is a team that's identical to the team that goes out and gets the ET ones because they're both at that level of classification, the Delta Force guys and these Special Forces guys. And I've debriefed many, many of them, like Jake Barber. And in fact, recently we have a witness who was going to come forward last year, year before in 2023 at our National Press Club event, who was on a retrieval team in a different area from where Jake is operating, but in the northern Nevada test range. And you can go in our archive and see that. He was going to come to Congress and also to Aero, but he was threatened by these folks who wanted him to be quiet, and they had embedded child pornography on his phone and on his computers and said, we'll put you in prison for the rest of your life if you take one more step forward with Dr. Greer. So that happens all the time also. Now,